Are you looking for a podcast about trading your gun in for a scythe?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast. Oh! What is up, Kelsey?
What's up, Robert?
Not too much.
What's up, Doc, I might say.
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Let me tell you what's up. It's yellow gloves.
Okay, so I know that you told me last time about Elmer Fudd, right?
Yeah.
The whole thing.
And his scythe.
I actually got to see a trailer for the new show.
Uh-huh.
They were, promoting it, coming to HBO Max, check out all these cartoons, right?
Yeah.
And they were really, hammering in the Looney Tunes one, right?
Right.
They never showed the scythe, though. They never did. And I was really upset. The show looks weird.
It's got a different, cadence about it.
Yeah. The people, you look at these people and you go, I know who that is. They're instantly, they feel right, but then it just looks different.
It's just a little off. It's like someone drew fan art of the Looney Tunes.
Yeah. And so you had found a picture of the scythe.
Yeah, so I dropped you this picture of the scythe, and the second I dropped it, we both kind of noticed the same thing here. What's going on with them gloves?
I can't. So I really thought, I was alright, that's just a weird picture, right?
Yeah.
Because Bugs Bunny's gloves are straight up just yellow.
They're just
and
yellow.
A really pale yellow.
Like a latex glove that's been laying out in the CVS parking lot for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then you found another picture and they are fucking bright yellow.
They're neon yellow. I need to know what's happening here. He has those white opera gloves. They're classic, you know?
Yeah, because all I can picture is that one cartoon where he's doing the opera singer stuff.
Yes, yeah.
And he takes his hand out to go get a drink while it's just, oh,
yes.
Know? That's a white glove. That is a white glove. Name me any other gloved cartoon character that doesn't have a white glove. It's not a thing.
I can tell you that also whose gloves they've tarnished in this new the Looney Tunes reboot, Marvin the Martian.
Okay, so yeah, I was wondering if it was just Bugs when you first brought it up. So right. I was like, well, the commercial opened with Marvin the Martian, and I pull him up, and he's got fucking yellow gloves too!
They're yellow as sin. What is this? What is this?
Dude, how are you gonna still give him white sneakers, though?
I know! He's not even matching anymore. He's got the yellow brew on his head, but the gloves are a totally different shade of yellow.
We gotta figure out what is up with this. I need, news stories where they're so here's the changes we've made. We decided yellow was a more pleasing color to the eye, so everybody's hands are yellow.
I know, they had clear and proper reasoning for, we gave Elmer Fudd a scythe this time. Why the yellow gloves, though? I'm gonna Google this real quick, see if there's some kind of answer out there. Looney
So,
Tunes.
While you do that, while I was watching it, they showed just a bunch of different, I guess, episodes that will be happening and showed a bunch of the people.
Yeah.
So in one, Bugs goes into a bar and Yosemite Sam is in there. And this dude literally he looked like the normal little short Texan dude, right?
Yeah,
he straight up
dude with the big hat.
Yeah, rips off his shirt groundskeeper Willie style, right?
Okay.
He straight up just goes whoosh, and is big and buff.
That's a beefy Sam right there. Oh my god.
We're gonna put all these pictures up so you guys can see them. But they pulled a groundskeeper Willie with this guy.
All right, I've found an article that details every single change that they have made to all the characters, and the first one, it says the most obvious change is also the most puzzling, and that's the one that was made to Bugs Bunny, who now has yellow rather than white gloves. He wore yellow gloves in the 1941 short Elmer's Pet Rabbit, which was his second appearance after his official debut, blah, 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 blah. The yellow gloves were never seen again until now. Why did they go with the yellow gloves?
I guess they're trying to really, like, harken back to some deep knowledge or something. But guess what? Guess what? Here's that picture. Here he is from 1941. That's some yellow-ass gloves.
They're so yellow. Gross.
They literally made them the same.
He's got like a football head.
Oh my god. But still, like, if you were to see someone in yellow gloves, wouldn't you just immediately be like, those gloves are like, nasty?
Yeah, them gloves kind of gross. You gotta change them out.
Like, white gloves show pristine, non-dirty hands.
Yeah.
But now, it's like, he's going to the bathroom wrong. He's getting some yellow in places it shouldn't be.
It's just not good.
Oh, I don't like that.
I'm like going down this list trying to find out some more changes here. They made Daffy like a little bit unhinged looking. I don't know what it is. He looks a little nuts.
He is nuts though. To me,
No,
he's like one of the craziest dudes that Looney Tunes has.
I mean, he is Daffy.
Yeah, that guy's pretty wild.
But look at him. Porky Pig has yellow gloves too.
Yeah, they
What
gave
is this?
everybody yellow gloves.
I hate this.
Dude, Daffy is fucking wild looking right there.
Yeah, like they gave Daffy meth.
He looks alright, but Porky, that just doesn't look right.
And they gave Sylvester yellow eyes instead of white eyes? And his nose is so big! Suffering succotash!
Okay, so what do you think the point is here? HBO was like, alright, we need this to stand out so that anytime you see one of our cartoons, you know when it's from. Because if you just go watch Looney Tunes, you're like, I don't know when that one's from. They all look the same.
Yeah, that might be it. Maybe they were like, we need some like specifically unsettling character changes here that are gonna set us apart.
Oh yeah. I don't like it.
I'm firing Yellow Gloves guy. It's bad.
They were sitting around the table, and one guy was like, you know what? Yellow gloves. And they were like, why? And he was like, he had them once. And they're like, let's do that. Yeah.
Once you say, we can make that change forever for the rest of time. No.
That would imply that HBO is going to be the one making Looney Tunes forever now.
Well, they're making 200 episodes.
I mean, that's just 200 episodes.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
That's more than most TV shows get.
That's just like one series. Plus, how long do you think these are going to be?
That's what I was just thinking to myself. So are they going to be like the 5-minute original Looney Tunes shorts, or are they going to be like 20-minute full shows?
No, I think these are going to be just like short cartoons.
Yeah, I bet so too.
Like, I think 8 minutes might be like really pushing it for one.
Yeah.
But that's almost how long, because that's how long Adventure Time and Steven Universe were. They were only 10, 11-minute shows.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Huh, okay.
Like, that's kind of the thing for cartoons these days. They make them kind of short now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, because they always fit them into, like, you know, half-hour segments, but they do 2 of them. So it's like one cartoon, then a commercial, and then another one of the same cartoon.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm getting heated about these yellow gloves. I cannot.
Yeah, I've been waiting to get into one of these today. I just need one.
I got me a new flavor of seltzer.
Okay.
It is a limoncello liqueur.
Limoncello?
Yeah, so limoncello is a lemon-flavored liqueur.
Mm-hmm.
And my only memory of limoncello is drinking it, a whole bottle of it one time, and getting real toasted and playing Scrabble. So this reminds me fondly of that.
Limoncello.
It's like lemony and also a little bit vanilla-y.
Yeah. You know what? We need to just put this behind us.
Let's put it behind us.
Life has been just full of so much heavy stuff lately.
Too many heavy yellow gloves.
Too much. Like,
upsetting.
So much going on in life. That is just ruining everything else. Like you'd think cartoons would be the one safe space, but nope, we're gonna just pee all over your gloves. Ruin it. So, I think we need to bring, like, the best news that anyone's ever heard in their life.
Alright, let's drop that good news on me.
I think there's some news that everybody in the world has been waiting for, whether they knew it or they didn't know it.
Okay.
I would like for you to give the news.
Well, Robert, that Pokemon Snap be dropping.
Son of a bitch, dude.
Hell yeah.
So, there's DLC for the new Pokemon game, right?
Right.
And it came out today. So what, today is the 17th, right?
Yes.
So today's the 17th. They were releasing the DLC, and they were like, oh, we're gonna, like, do a super tiny Nintendo Direct as well. So everybody thought it was gonna be, oh, they're gonna talk more DLC stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, I'm not gonna watch it, because I don't play new Pokemon, right?
Yeah, fuck
New Pokemon is stupid.
Dumb.
151, baby. Only. So, of course I didn't watch it, and then I don't even know what happened. I think, like, my phone exploded. My phone fucking just starts, like news stories start pouring in for no reason, and I was like...
Notification after notification.
I was like, what the hell is going on? And fucking Pokemon Snap out of nowhere? Are you kidding me?
Yes, oh my god. They just dropped that, like, literally out of nowhere. They were just like, you know what? Pokemon Snap, you guys deserve it.
Dude, the world needs Pokemon Snap right now.
Oh my god. I played Pokemon Snap so hard in 1999, like...
Oh, yeah.
Every fucking day, I would wake up. That was my summer, 1999, right there. I would put that on my N64. I would slap Enema of the State in my cassette CD player.
Okay.
And I would just fucking jam out to that and play all
man.
day.
I loved Pokemon Snap, dude. It was
Oh my God.
the best.
Literally, I must have played like 600 hours on it.
Oh, dude, easily. I just remember that game blowing my mind, and then being like, how am I supposed to know to throw an apple at this little Charmeleon to get him to fall in the lava, and then boom, fucking big-ass Charizard, you know?
The first time I did that, I was so upset. I was like, I killed him. Then he comes out reborn, and I was like,
God.
yes!
Okay. Did you ever take your game to Blockbuster and print out photos?
No. I didn't know that was a thing.
You didn't know that was a thing?
No, you could like print out physical photos of the...
I'm about to fucking scream everywhere! Okay, oh, Kelsey. You used to be able to go to Blockbuster and you could take your game in, right?
Okay.
And you could plug it into this machine at Blockbuster and choose photos and print them out on stickers.
What the fuck?
That then you could use. I still have all of the stickers I've ever printed out from that thing.
That's amazing.
I have them in my top drawer. I'll find them and post a picture.
Oh my god, if I had known that, I would have bankrupted my parents just going to buy Pokemon stickers.
Hang on. Because I don't think you plugged in your actual game, but I think you had to have the little, like, save card that was in the N64.
Okay. I'm looking at the Google entry here for Pokemon Snap, and it says 91% liked this video game. I'm sorry, 9%. Was it not good enough for you? What more did you want?
I can't believe you've never seen this machine, man.
No.
Hang on. I'm going to
like
find
the thing, like the Game Boy thing where you could print out horrible Game Boy pictures?
Pretty much, but these came from, like, a super, like, legit machine. Like, it was, like, for real.
Okay.
No, yeah, you did. You plugged in your fucking N64 cartridge.
Stick your whole cartridge up to Blockbuster. Excuse me, I'm gonna pop this in real quick.
Oh, dude. Well, I already went to Blockbuster weekly anyway.
Fuck yeah.
We go almost like every Friday to get movies for the weekend, right?
Yes.
But, I mean, when this was a thing, yeah, you just go in, you plug in your thing, and you could choose from all your photos, and it would print, I think you would get 4, yeah. So, like, here's one. So you could choose up to 4 photos, and then you got 4 stickers of each.
That's incredible. Like oh my god.
And I have all of mine because I don't really put stickers on stuff.
Right, it's too permanent.
But I would just go print them out, man. You know?
I'm livid that I didn't know about this. I want this in my life right now.
Yeah, dude. I can't believe you didn't know.
No.
Oh, man. It was the best. Telling you, the 90s were the time, man. 90s were the time to live.
It was the time where we had, like, boundless technology, but we didn't quite know what to do with it yet, so we're just like, let's make a machine where you plug in a video game cartridge and print out stickers.
I know.
I wonder how many Pokemon they're going to have in this Pokemon Snap.
I would... Well, I mean, even in the old one, what, they maybe had 40 or 50. Like, they did not have all of them, by far.
Didn't they?
I don't think so.
Well, let's look. Let's see. I would think that they had all of them, because, I mean, 150 is not that much, and there were, what, like, 6 levels? Okay, I have a number. Do you have a guess?
Well, I already pulled it up.
Well, fuck. The game features...
It was close to my original guess. I was gonna guess 60.
Yeah, so 63 of the original gen.
Yeah. See, dude? They had, like, fucking none of them.
Yes, there's 7 levels. I mean, the last level you can only get Mew, but...
Yeah. I mean, that's not even half the Pokemon.
You're right, wow.
In like, the first game. So, in this one, I mean, there's, like, 900-something Pokemon now.
God, I just
There's
want
no
them to stick
way.
to the hits. Like, don't give me that fucking cotton candy upside-down ice cream chandelier or whatever.
Oh, that's what we're getting, man.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
So, you need to watch the trailer.
Yeah.
Okay, so the trailer doesn't really, like, go, here's the new features, like, let's take a look at how the game works. Like, it's not like that. It's strictly just, like, kind of watching... It's still on rails the way that it was before. Like, you get in your thing, and you got timed events to get these pictures, you know?
Well, I mean, it wasn't super timed in the original Pokemon Snap. You could put the brakes on, and, like, you could
That's true, yeah.
toss apples in front of your car, and that would slow you down.
They showed a pretty fair number of Pokemon. There were a lot of originals, but then there were a lot of new ones, you know? But so here's my question, though. How do you want it to play? Would you want to use the joysticks, or would you want to hold the Switch up in front of your face and move it around like the camera?
Oh, shit, I didn't even consider that.
I know, because you're a TV-only gal.
Oh, man. So, I think there's got to be an option, right?
I would hope so.
Because, yeah, I would want to hold it like a camera.
Oh, yeah. Could you imagine, like, holding it and then, like, zooming in with one of the joysticks and then, like...
The
like,
possibilities.
Pulling it down, pulling down that trigger, take that picture? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm about that.
That's how I want to play it. Only.
Yes. Man, I play this game so fucking much. I'm just remembering, like, all the cool shit that you could do, like surfing Pikachu and just...
Oh, yeah.
Being able to discover those things for the first time as, like, a 9-year-old kid. I'm just like, Lindsay, my sister, get in here! You gotta see this! I made him surf!
So, I actually had a guide for this game.
Yes, I bought the guide eventually.
Yeah. Because I could never figure out what to do with the Pokemon that were in the tall grass on the beach one, and that's where you get the Scythers.
Scyther! You know? Yeah, that took
but I
me
never
forever.
fucking knew what to do. Yeah. I think my favorite was the caves. I love the cave one.
Yeah, when you get Balloon Pikachu.
I don't know why. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the cave one. That's got Electabuzz in it.
It's got a really good soundtrack, and it has that, like, secret tunnel that you get to go off into.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the news the world needed.
It is. That made me a little bit happier.
Like, a little bit. So speaking of Pokemon...
Yes.
I am playing the newest one.
Oh, really?
So, Pokemon Sword. I was recently gifted the game.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't fucking want this. You know I don't play Pokemon past 1990-something.
Right.
But Sean had bought it digital, and he was like, just, here, try it.
Yeah.
Live in the world of today. I was like, I really don't want to. But I am going to try it because I hear really good things about this game.
Okay.
And I have a fire bunny, so he's super cool.
Is that the Pokemon's name?
No, his name is Scorch Bunny, actually, I think.
Okay, because Fire Bunny would be a super fucking lazy one.
Sorry. Score Bunny. Not Scorch Bunny. Score Bunny.
Okay.
And he's fucking awesome because when he runs, he leaves little, like, fire trails where his feet were.
Cute.
And when you're in, like, the battles, I guess his feet are so hot, he's constantly, like, bouncing from foot to foot.
Just hopping around.
I like him. He's cool. I always pick the fire ones to start, though. I just don't like any of the rest.
I've never played a Pokemon game that's not Pokemon Snap, so I couldn't tell you.
Ah! That hurts.
Sorry.
Why, though? Like, did you just never like it? Or you just never had it?
I was loaned one of the first games. I think it was Yellow, and I played it for like 10 minutes, and I was like, God, this is really boring. So, I mean, Pokemon Snap, that's where it was at for me.
I mean, we could do a whole Pokemon podcast, honestly.
Truly.
But I got started, do you know why?
Why?
Blockbuster.
Really?
Yep. I was in Blockbuster for one of my, like, Friday evening, like, let's get stuff, right?
Yeah.
And on the new release wall, there was, you know, a VHS of this new show. And I was like, that show looks weird. So I grab the box, I read about it, and go, that sounds stupid. Let's watch it.
All right.
And it had the first 3 episodes of the TV show on it.
Nice.
And I watched it 50 times in a row and was like,
oh my God,
Pokemon's the coolest shit of all time. And the next thing you know, I was like, because there was a commercial on it that was like, the Pokemon game. And I was like, there's a fucking game? And then next thing you know, playing the shit out of Pokemon. And I fucking loved the originals. And then it was like, I don't want to do 300 of them. That's too many.
That's just too many.
And now I don't want to worry about shiny ones. So now I gotta catch...
What is a shiny Pokemon?
It's a Pokemon that is slightly different color.
But some of them are so slightly different.
I know.
Like, why bother? It's like Bugs Bunny in these yellow gloves.
It is solely... That's kind of why Pokemon got to me. Like, it's almost solely about that need to collect them all. So
yeah.
You know what? Hey, let's make you catch the same one, like, 4 times.
I mean, gotta catch them all, but to what extent?
Yeah, I don't want to catch 2 Rattatas because I want a boy and a girl one, right?
Uh-huh.
And now I gotta do a shiny one. Now I need a shiny boy and girl? Like, I gotta catch 4 of them just to say I have all of them?
I'm gonna Google worst shiny Pokemon. Worst and see the discourse.
Then it just started getting weird. Like, you know the thing about the new one, right?
Or where they get, like, huge?
Yeah, that's like the big draw, right?
Yeah.
I was like, why? We didn't need fancy skyscraper Pokemon in the 90s. They just had to be Charizard and be cool. That's it. That's all we needed.
Yeah. These shiny Pokemon are ugly as shit. I can't get behind this.
You know what? I'll even post a picture of this for you. Do you know what I used to do because I loved Pokemon so much?
What?
So Pokemon, I got into it when I was in 3rd grade. Okay?
Okay.
I was in 3rd grade, and we would do art class, and you know how they used to, like, let everybody make little clay pots for their mom and dad, and they look ugly as shit, you know?
Oh, I love clay pots.
Yeah. So we were doing our clay for the week, the month. I don't remember how often you did them, right?
Okay.
But so I made a Pokeball. I made the one from the first episode of the show.
Cute.
Right? And it's fucking super lumpy. But I carved the electric bolt that was on the top. That was Pikachu's one from the very first show.
Yeah.
And I used to carry that shit in my pocket to school daily.
Oh my God.
Fucking daily. I will post a picture of that as well. Because I still have it. It's actually up on my shelf right now with all of my collectible figures and stuff.
How sweet.
It's got a horrible... Because you used to have to, like, carve your name in the bottom of whatever your thing was with, like, a toothpick.
Yeah, and then it would just, like, ruin the whole aesthetic of it and make it all wobbly.
Well, yeah, because, well, first of all, I made a fucking ball, so I can't really turn it around to right in the bottom, so it's flat on the bottom.
Yeah.
And then you can see where my thumb was pressing in to get a good grip to write my name in on it. It's a really wonky piece of art, but it works. So anyway, Pokemon Snap, guys, that's a pipe dream come true.
Yep. That makes my soul just a little brighter, 1 degree brighter.
Exactly. On top of that, you know what else comes out this week?
What else comes out this week?
Last of Us comes out this week.
Oh ho! So I found this article, and I sent it over to you because it's a review of The Last of Us 2. And I know that you are so fucking stoked for this game to come out. You have been a huge fan of it since,
Oh yeah.
Since day one.
So, and people probably also know I really do like reviews. I love reviews. I fucking love reading them because I like to see what people have to say, even if it's not something that I'm going to agree with.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, I still have not read this all the way through because I completely disagree. I can't even get behind a word of what is being said. I just can't.
I don't know. It brought up some interesting points to me. So the basis of the article is that The Last of Us Part 2 depicts a world that is so bad, and it makes you play these characters that are so bad, and it doesn't give you an option to be good in it.
That is what bothers me. Yeah, that's the immediate thing that I was like, then you don't understand what this game is. This game is not about a choice. This is not an open world game. If you want an open world game, go find a fucking open world game.
Okay.
This is Naughty Dog. We tell you a story. You don't have to like it, but this is that story. This is not your story.
Right. So I can see, like, the points that the author is making here. So they say that the characters, you want them to kind of grow and turn away from a life of constant violence, but they don't do that. Like, it says the designers beat you over the head with a very simple lesson about the value of human life. So I thought that was an interesting take on it. Like, having played through part 1 kind of late, I knew the whole story and how it was going to play out and all that. And it did feel like I was just along for the ride. And, like, you have options in combat, you know, to be stealthy or to just go in guns blazing, but you do have to pretty much kill everything and everyone.
Well, yeah.
So
I do have a question about that then.
Okay.
So, in case you guys haven't noticed, this is going to be a video game centric. There's been a lot going on in games for like the past week and a half.
Yeah, there really has.
But here's my question. Are you going to say to me that, like, you view video games differently? Because, like, when you watch a movie, you know it's going to tell me the story. I have no choice.
Right.
So like, if you're playing a game, do you always assume, well, I'm going to have a choice? I mean, it's a game.
Well, so I know that there's games that make a point to have choices and consequences. Like, what do you call it? The one with the butterfly and the girls.
Oh, Until Dawn?
No, but that's another one where you have a lot of choices. Life is Strange.
Oh. Also, okay, well, I still haven't played that yet.
Yeah, you gotta play it, man.
I know, I actually own both of them now. I bought part 2 as well.
Oh my
God.
god.
I have the whole season, so I can crank out both pretty soon.
I couldn't play part 2. It was too heavy. I'm gonna have to go back to it in a time that I'm less burdened by the world than play through it. But, yeah, I don't know. I like a game where you have the opportunity. Like, Undertale, you have got to play Undertale. I can't believe you've made it this long in your life without playing it. You own it. It's on your desktop. You're staring at the icon right now. It's right there.
Hang on. Yep, right there.
You're seeing it. It's there.
I'm looking at it.
You've got to play it.
One day.
Like, that is the game of choice. I love a game where you have options. Like, I recognize that there are games where you're on a track and you're being led through this story and this is what you have to do. And there's tales of morality that they are telling through The Last of Us, where it's saying, you know, in a better world, she could have the choice to not kill these people. But when her back's up against the wall and she's got, you know, a broken bottle in her hand, why not just fucking stab a guy?
Yeah. Like, that's why I couldn't get through the article, because I think it's like somebody coming in thinking I'm going to have a different experience because this is what I assume a game is going to be like, instead of this is what this game is.
Yeah.
You
so
know?
There are games that are about choice, and then there are games that are about you don't have the choice.
Exactly. So I promise I will try to finish the whole thing, but for real, like, every sentence I would get mad and stop reading it.
That's what I thought. Like, I made it all the way through just because it was a little bit of a hate read, because I was like, I know Robert is going to really this is going to destroy him. So I had to get through it.
Well, I've been more watching the YouTube ones because it's just easier to kind of listen to in the background.
Yeah.
People have tons of issues with the game, and I have no problem with that, you know?
Yeah.
But to say, I don't like this game because it's not what I wanted, that's not fair.
Yeah.
Like, if you want a choice game, you need to go find a game of choice. You can't get mad at a game that goes, here's what you get, and you just don't want that.
Yes. Like, this game is
That's what bothers me.
This game's not designed to be about you making morality decisions.
Exactly, because the whole point of this game is what this person doesn't want, which is hatred and violence. That's the whole premise of the game. It's the premise of, so part one was about love. How far would you go for love?
Right.
To the point of, sorry spoilers, but this game is fucking 7 years old?
It's pretty old by now.
Yeah, 7 years old. How far are you willing to go for love to the point of even dooming humanity because your love is greater than that?
Right.
Whereas this one is, how far are you willing to go because your hatred is driving you that hard?
Right.
The people that can't let go of the hate and it just keeps pushing them forward no matter what they even think about it. Because I think she's not even wanting to do this, but she's just so angry. And sometimes people lose it, you know?
Sometimes you gotta.
So I'm excited to see what happens.
Yes.
But, like, I know that people are bringing up a lot of things with, like, some of the mechanics are wonky still. But part one was wonky. Like, I know no game is, like, truly just like, whoa, there's nothing wrong here. Every game's got something wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
There are no perfect games.
No.
Except for Portal 1. Portal 1 was maybe perfect.
That's pretty good. There was... I'm trying to remember where it was. It wasn't really like a Gearbox interview. Maybe it was. I think I had tried to apply to Gearbox for something one time.
Uh-huh.
And one of the questions was, what's your favorite game? And you had to put down your favorite game, and then the next question was, what's wrong with that game?
Oh, man.
And I was like, fucking nothing. That's why it's my favorite. And I have thought about that question for so long now. Like, I don't know why. That, like, question really got to me, because it's like, yes, this is your favorite, but you have to know, objectively, there are things wrong with it.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure.
So that's why I can't ever look at something and say, oh, it's perfect. You know?
Yeah.
This was I think the first review that I found when the embargo broke and you could read reviews on it and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I literally didn't finish. I was like, okay, moving on. Now, yes, I've seen a lot of 10s for this game. And then I saw one that was an 8. And I like what they had to say about it. So I was like, all right, cool.
Okay.
I agree.
I'm excited for it to come out, and I cannot wait to hear your comprehensive review.
So it's gonna be a while before I'm able to give the review.
Right, because you can't just full on play it out.
Because, yeah, I'm not gonna play this game in pieces like, oh, I'm gonna play like an hour tonight. I'm gonna wait till I have time, and I have time coming up soon.
Yeah.
And when I start, I'm gonna, like, take 3 days to play this game.
Okay.
When the last God of War came out, I think I'd taken 3 days off of work, and I started it. So I picked it up at midnight, and I just played the beginning to kind of get a feel for it.
Yeah.
And then I, like, turned it off as soon as, like, a big thing happened. I was like, all right, we're going to start fresh tomorrow. And it took me, like... So I played it for, like, 2 days, fully, probably, like, 14 hours both days.
Hot damn.
And then about halfway through the next day, I beat it. Like, if I'm gonna, like, play a game that I will love like that, I want to give it the time.
Yeah, for
Get
sure.
sucked into that game. So, yes, when this happens, I will give a like, score on the side, but then maybe we can do, like, a little spoiler thing after it at some point.
Okay, maybe
That
like
way,
a little...
if you want to know what I think, I'll give you some things, but if you want, like, a full spoiler one, we can do a whole separate thing later.
We should do a whole episode, like a spoiler cast.
Because I'd like to know... Alright, so are you playing it day one? Like,
no.
Are you guys going to play it?
I mean, I'll probably play it, but maybe not.
So when I play it, good. Because I want to have played it and then talk to you since you read the leaks...
Yeah.
And it got you excited. I want to then bring the real thing to you after the fact and see how it compares to what you think you knew.
Okay.
Because from what I've heard, what the people have read is there, but it does not mean what you think it means in, like, the grand scope.
Okay.
So apparently it's a little bit different somehow. And I'm like, well, I don't know, because I've never read the leaks, so I don't know.
I'll know it when you play it. Well, speaking of a test of morality, last week I shit all over the Turing test.
Yes.
This week I finished playing the Turing test, and I have new thoughts about it.
You're gonna shit on it more.
You know what? I take back my shit. I suck that shit right back up into my asshole.
Okay.
I made a judgment call in this game very soon. So, basically, the game, when it starts out, you are just this person, and you have, like, a little gun with light and, like, hands that you can take stuff out of the wall. And
okay.
in its mechanics, it did feel very similar to, like, it wanted to be Portal, you know? Like, you're in a puzzle room, and you gotta get out. You have this light gun, and you have, you know, things you can move around. It's very Portal-y, but...
Yeah.
When you get into the meat of the game later on, so remember how I said there's like a sort of maybe evil AI that's cooperating with you to get you through these tests?
Yes.
So later in the game, do you mind spoilers for this?
No, because I have too many other things I want to play first anyway, so...
Okay, I'm going to spoiler the shit out of this. So, spoilers for Turing test, starting right now.
Boom.
So, you have this implant.
It was you the whole time!
Kind of. So you have this implant in your hand, and the robot has a way of kind of taking your mind over. So the whole thing is that you're on a space station, and the astronauts there have discovered a molecule that is essentially, it repairs any type of living molecule. So they want to bring it back to Earth, and they're like, it's eternal life. But the AI can see... Actually, it's eternal death, because you're also going to be able to perpetuate cancers and illnesses. It takes any living molecule, and it just perpetuates the hell out of it.
Okay.
So, the AI, the crew they all have this, like, chip implanted in their hand, and it's woven into the nerves and into the veins and everything, so it's part of your hand. Okay. And the robot, the AI at any time can just be like, I'm taking over now because you're making human decisions, and I need you to make robot decisions.
Okay.
So you learn that you also have that chip in your hand, and then in the gameplay, you're able to act both as the robot and as the human. So your little human lady can be walking around, and then you look up and you see a camera on the wall, and you can go into the camera. And then you have like a bird's eye view of the room, and you can see the puzzle better, and you can manipulate stuff that you couldn't manipulate before. So it's very cool. It has different mechanics and stuff. But the cool thing about this, so you get to the end, and you know all this information now. Like, you have the ability to decide, do these people on this spaceship deserve to get back home because they have this amazing, like, fountain of youth, essentially?
Like gift. Okay.
Or do they deserve to die out here on Europa, because that's where you are? Yeah. Do they deserve to die on Europa because they can't bring this back to Earth because it would perpetuate illnesses and cancer and everything?
Yeah.
And so that's the robot's argument. And at the end, she gets the chip out of her hand, and she's walking with the other crew members, and they're like, all right, it's time to go turn off the robot so we can get home. So they walk into, like, the AI's core central room, you know? And you're watching this.
2001: A Space Odyssey, or it goes Ad Astra.
So you're watching this as the AI, and you're watching them, like, turn your systems off, and you're begging and pleading for your life, like, no, don't do this. You can't go back to Earth. That molecule is going to fuck shit up. And you have this big fucking gun, and Richard's just sitting there, and I'm like, shoot them, because he's got the controller.
Yeah.
I'm like, you gotta shoot them. And he's like, what do you mean? So you have to shoot them. They're going to take it back to Earth. And he's like, but we want the molecule to go back to Earth. And I'm like, no, we fucking don't.
You're like, so, you do, you human.
So we're having this, like, argument here. And I was like, shoot them. And so he shoots the girl that you play for the entire game. He shoots her. And then the other lady is like, no. And then they're just stuck there forever.
Yeah.
But then the credits roll, and it's like, you have passed the Turing test. And I was like, I'm not a fucking robot. I know what's good for humanity. So, it was...
Do you know if it still says that if you do it the other way?
I have no idea, but it was a really satisfying ending.
Because you sided with the robot. That does not make you human.
I know, but I feel like it was a better choice.
I mean, I don't know, because I need to, like... I need to like see it in action.
Yeah, it was an intense ending because Richard and I were literally sitting there having an argument. I was like, you can't let them do this. You have to shoot them. And he's like, no, but they're going to have to bring it back and it's going to be good. I'm like, no. So there's like 30 seconds that you have while they're shutting down your systems to decide whether or not to shoot them. It was a very high intensity situation.
That sounded intense. That's like an ending that I like because it kind of makes it really cinematic, you know?
Yeah, it was very cinematic. And it was one of those things where it's like, do I have the ability to shoot them right now? Or is this just going to play out and I have to watch myself die?
Plus, I don't know if you're like me, but I like the end of games. I love to get to the end. I'm not somebody that really wants a game to go on forever.
Yeah.
I want to get to the end. Like, I want to know what happens. Like, where does this go?
Cap
what's
it
the
off.
Point?
Put the hat on
what's
it.
The point? So, I think that's why I was never really into, like, multiplayer games like Overwatch and stuff.
Uh-huh.
But then Overwatch is just fun, so, you know.
Yeah, no.
Because at least you get characters that, like, mean something, and it's not like, hey, let's play Battlefield where you're just some dude. We don't know who you are.
Well, they mean something unless you're a Zenyatta main. No lore for that bot.
I know. He'll get there.
One day.
Lucio and him will get there one day.
So the big video game news this week is that the PlayStation 5 was officially...
Had a big old thing.
They had a big old thing that was all announcements and photos and pricing.
Yeah.
Have you looked at the pricing of the PlayStation?
There was no pricing, by the way.
Well,
they did not do a price.
They didn't. So it actually briefly leaked on Amazon.
So I have seen so much stuff. Like, I've seen it go between 3 different numbers.
Okay.
On, like, pre-order sites.
Yeah. So when we were first talking about this, you said that it was going to release around, what, $4.99, I think you said?
Yeah, like $500.
Yeah. Do you stick with that?
I think that's the logical choice. I think that's the way to go.
Okay, you're correct.
Good, because we already did $600
yeah.
with the PlayStation 3, and people hated it.
I still thought it was going to be, like, fucking crazy expensive. I thought they were going to go $7.99, you know? I thought they were going to really bust it out this time, but...
I have seen a listing for $7.99, which is why we don't know.
Yeah, it apparently leaked on Amazon on the French website for 499 euros, but they also think that it's going to translate over to 499 USD. But it's also, they have a digital edition, which is $100 less, and that lacks the physical disc drive.
Yes.
Which is very cool for people like me who are not collectors of physical items.
You disgust me.
So,
man, it honestly looks better because it's sleeker.
Is it?
So if you will go to my spoiler pictures,
okay,
I'd like you to click the first one.
All right, spoiler pictures.
This is a straight up front view of the left side, which has the disc.
Okay.
And then the right side, which is the digital only.
That's smooth. It's so symmetrical.
Now, question:
what?
You see this right now?
Yes.
I mean, you've already seen the PlayStation 5.
I have seen the PlayStation 5.
What do you think?
I am in the minority because I kind of like it.
Okay.
I think it's cute. It's like, it's a different shape. It's the nice stark white and black. It's different. It's got that je ne sais quoi.
I hate white electronics, though.
Oh, I love white electronics.
I hate it. They're so gross.
I don't like the black ones because it's got the fingerprints.
They're the worst. If you have, like, a shiny one...
Well, if you have, like, Dorito fingers or something and you're reaching for your shiny PlayStation...
Well, here's the question. Why you got fucking Dorito fingers?
What if I mean
touching
Doritos?
Your shit? Clean your fingers.
No.
Like, I hate white electronics. I kind of hate that my TV is white on the back.
You have a white TV?
The back is white, yeah.
Why? I've never seen a white television.
That is the color. That's the color it was made in. Because it's like every year they flip-flop. Like, TVs are like silver this year, and then they were black the next year. And then they'd go back to silver, and then they'd be black, right?
Yeah.
Well, for some reason, this LG is white on the back. It's
That's
like
weird.
fully white.
Do you have a frame? Like it has a little white frame on it?
No, it's still like a silver bezel around it.
Okay.
But like when you're looking at the back where you like plug in all the HDMI's and stuff, it's just white. And
How often are you back there?
Enough to be disgusted by that.
I feel like I would enjoy a white back to the TV because there's so many like holes to plug shit in, and you can't see the shape of the hole if everything is black.
Don't like it.
I need some light.
Hated my 360 as soon as they did the slim one, and it was in black. Bought that shit up so fast. And I've always disliked my new Xbox because it's white, and I've tried to get a different colored one for so long. But then I was like, you know what? I don't even really use it that much. Just forget it.
Yeah.
But I guess I'll match now because I'll get the PlayStation 5 and have just white, nasty consoles laying there.
I'm sure they're going to come out with like special edition ones. So maybe you just back burner your purchase until they get a good special edition.
Oh, no. That's happening day one.
Yeah, I figured.
I am going to be having that day one.
So these are also like a vertical console, right?
So click on my second picture here.
Oh, look at me. Okay.
They will allow you to lay it down.
All right. Do you prefer to lay your consoles down?
I always lay them down.
I always do too. I have never understood like why you would set them upright because what if a cat knocks it over?
Well, because what? The PlayStation 2 did that first, right?
Yeah.
You were like supposed to sit it upright. Well, I always thought the discs didn't go in well, so I laid it down.
It's never been good like upright like that. Like stop trying it, video game companies.
I know, like, I've never understood it, but this one, so the PlayStation 5, I guess, comes with that little base. I mean, the Wii was technically upright, and they gave you, like, a special base to put it in. You know?
But the Wii was designed to be upright, you know?
Well, this is designed to be upright.
Well,
kind of.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know.
Well, so actually, we don't know. Because no one's really seen one yet, but a lot of people think that, so... Click on that top picture. See the little ridges on each side of the black right there?
Yes.
There's like what looks like little fan holes, right?
Yeah, like little venties.
Yeah, so supposedly that's going to be the two areas that this air vents out from. So it's meant to like spray that air up. We're used to it always going out the back.
Yeah.
Right? Well, this is supposed to like spray it up.
Okay.
The way that like a computer does. Because computers don't push it out the back. They usually push it out the top.
Yeah.
So it's kind of built in more of a computer shape, and so is the Xbox Series X.
Okay, probably for all the fucking processing power that they're punching in there.
Exactly.
It's gonna get hot.
I feel like I'm going to stand it up.
Yeah, standing upright would help with the ventilation.
Yeah, but I keep mine in like a little cube area.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I have to find a new place to put it because I'm not going to like put it in a cube and the air blows and just like circulates within that one cube, just heating the system up more.
Big old hot box.
So I have to find a new place now because I don't know what to do with it.
Okay. I enjoy this like soft blue LED lighting they have going on. I wish it was other colors, but the blue is nice.
So go ahead and hit that third picture. They capped it out with all these accessories that they're going to release with it, right?
And I gotta say, those headphones are nice.
You like them?
I like them.
So that's supposed to take advantage of their new 3D audio thing that they're doing.
Okay.
So they're specifically made for the sound that this thing's going to put out. So our SteelSeries probably won't work as well as those for this system.
Okay.
I'm not saying they still won't be good, but they won't do the specific thing that those are supposed to take advantage of with the system. So I'm probably going to have to get some of the headsets, and I want the media... I don't know that I want the media remote. I actually like using the PlayStation controller to watch movies with. It actually works good. So when I first saw it, like, they literally unveiled it, right? Like, as soon as it popped up on screen, do you know what I said?
What?
I said, ugh! It's like, oh, gross! And I did not like it.
That's the general community reaction from what I understand.
Yeah, but the more time that I've had to look at it, I like it.
Yeah, I think it's a different design.
Yeah, it's really like a showpiece thing.
Yeah.
Because, like, the new Xbox, it's just a box.
Just a box.
You know?
Just a big old refrigerator.
That's what I liked about the PlayStation 2, because when the Xbox One came out, it was just a box.
Yeah.
The PlayStation 4 came out, it was still a box, but it was slanted. It had that, like, parallelogram thing going on, you know?
It's an italicized box.
I always thought that shit was so cool. I loved that look.
It's unique.
They've always gone with, like, the unique look stuff, because even the PlayStation 3 looked funky as shit, you know?
Yeah.
So, I'm excited. I think it'll be good. I just have to figure out where to put the shit now.
It's a big boy, too, isn't it? It's a large console.
Alright, fine. You're gonna go ahead and pull that out?
It looks big, right?
I need you to hit my next photo.
Okay.
People have been trying to figure it out, so somebody put all the consoles together and tried to map out standard size things. So there's a USB-A on the front of the system, right? So like a normal USB. They synced up that size to every console that's out there, tried to make it the same. It easily towers 2 to 3 inches bigger than the biggest systems that have existed.
Yeah, it's big. Like, comparing it just to the PS4, it's huge.
So, from what I have heard, it is going to be 14 inches tall.
That's big.
That is a foot and some change, man.
That's a hefty boy.
That's tall. So, one, it won't fit in the cube that I have to put it in.
Oh, no.
It wouldn't even go in there. So, forget the airflow. It can't fit there.
Yeah.
Either standing up or on its side. So I literally just have to find a new home for it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it.
Diagonal.
Boom, I have one. So I definitely like it now, but I am kind of concerned about that size. It is just big. It's just big.
It's large. And in charge.
But it's going to be sweet. It's going to be so awesome.
Yeah. So what else did PlayStation announce when they... Because I know they had a fucking big ol' event, and I paid zero attention to it because I was going to rely on your recap.
Oh, man. I watched it 100%. I was in there the whole time.
All right.
So I want to tell you this. I can't get a picture of it. I saw it in a video where they went into Photoshop and like really zoomed in and stuff.
Okay.
So you didn't even watch like the reveal trailer for it, right?
I did not.
Okay. Well, so it kind of does some close-ups of like the controller and then those little white fins kind of that are at the top.
Yeah.
And it looks really textured. Like it kind of looks like, what do they call them? Like the popcorn ceilings, you know?
Ew. What?
Like it's definitely got this textured look to it. Like it's not smooth.
Okay.
Right? So there's like a little bit of grip on it. Right?
All right.
Do you know what the texture is made out of?
I mean, is it not plastic?
Well, I mean, it is, but imprinted in everything that's white on all of this. Okay? The sides of the console, that controller, the white part of the headset, the white part of the camera there, everything that's white has imprinted a triangle, circle, X, and square into the actual plastic, and that's what's giving it that textured look.
Cool.
So it is just covered in the symbols. But they're so tiny that it just looks like it's kind of got this rough texture to it, right?
Yeah, I like that.
But it's actually that detailed.
They really put some thought into this console, didn't they?
They put a lot of shit in there. So I kind of thought that was neat, because I'm a big sucker for that stuff.
Yeah.
I really hope it does stay at that $500 price. That's the price I've already allotted for myself.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But all they did was announce games. They didn't talk about this system at all. The show closed with that look of it, and that was it. They didn't even say anything about it. They just showed it in a silent video of just music. They didn't say, check out these two fans, like, it's got this many teraflops. It said nothing. It simply showed it, and then they ended the show.
Okay.
So all they did was just play games, right?
Yeah.
And then, like, show trailers. So I gave you an article that listed pretty much all of them that was in there.
Yes.
But there's one that I cannot wait for you to watch the trailer for and want to play.
Okay.
But I have to open with, they fucking open the show with the new Spider-Man game.
Yes, it looks so good.
But now it's not part 2. It's not Spider-Man 2.
Right, it's just like a straight up standalone title.
Yeah, so a lot of people are tying it into what Uncharted The Lost Legacy was.
Okay.
I know you didn't play them, but there was Uncharted 4, and then they were like, we're going to do a DLC.
Yeah.
And they said, well, the DLC has grown in scope. We're going to make it its own, basically shorter Uncharted game. So it's pretty much a full game. But it's just essentially Uncharted 4. Just different things happening.
Yes.
Right? So a lot of people think this won't have really any new mechanics. It's just going to be the Spider-Man game, but with a Miles story thrown in there.
I think it's going to look super pretty. Like, they're going to have the buildings just so right.
So, I know that I throw words at, and you don't know the words.
Okay,
right?
hit me with one.
So, one of the big things that they put on show here was the ray tracing.
Yes.
Okay.
That ray tracing. Trace those rays.
Okay. Here's all... I'm going to give you a really short synopsis of what that means.
Give me the rundown.
So, when they do a reflection in a game, there's several ways that they can make it happen, right?
Okay.
So one of them is called screen space reflection. So anything you see on the screen can be reflected, right?
Okay.
So let's say you are Kelsey in this game. And you walk outside and go to your car. Your car is reflective, right?
Yes.
What screen space is implying is only the things that your eyes see can be reflected in the car. So it wouldn't show your house behind you.
Oh.
It's not on screen. It can't see that data to then show it reflecting in the car, right?
Okay.
So it'll show, like, the sidewalk, maybe some of the grass that you see there, right?
Yeah.
You'll see those reflections. Ray tracing bounces, like, the light and the reflections from all angles, so you would see your house behind you reflected in the car.
Okay.
Without having to actually look at it.
Sweet.
That's kind of the deal, right?
That makes sense.
They really showed it big in the Gran Turismo trailer, and it was impressive. I mean, ray tracing makes things just look real.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. So
you can
the
see,
Miles
like, the
game looked
clouds
great.
reflected in this shit on the car here.
Yeah, dude, there's like so much stuff.
I hate car games because it looks too real to me. Like, if I was a car, I would have severe uncanny valley about it.
Oh, this one looked wildly good. But I do understand, because a lot of people were like, you always show a car game because they're easy to make look good. It's just a car. You're not worried about a lot of stuff.
I guess.
You know? Well, because like in a car game, you're usually just on one track. There's not a big open world that you're rendering. It's just like, here's this track, here's this car. We can really detail these few items. You know?
It's much more impressive. You can get, like, all of New York ray traced.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll see how all that shakes out. But the Miles game... I didn't even know what it was. I just, like, was watching the trailer, and I was like, man, this dude's suit's ripping off. I don't even know what's going on. And then I saw the mask, and I literally just screamed and went, Miles! I was freaking out, man. And it actually made me watch Into the Spider-Verse again.
Aw.
Actually, I have to tell you about how the show actually opened.
Okay.
And exactly what I said. I've already tweeted it, but I'm going to share it here again. It opened with Rockstar Games, and everybody was 100% sure Grand Theft Auto 6 was going to be announced, right?
Uh-huh.
And it goes, Rockstar Games. I was like, fuck yes, here we go. And then it was Grand Theft Auto fucking 5 again. And I literally said, why the fuck would I want this? I've owned it on 2 systems. This is stupid. And then it said... free for all PlayStation 5 people that buy it, right? Like,
well.
they're just going to give you the game. And I went, well, I mean, I'll take it again. I mean, why not?
Why not? Just have another one.
Yeah, so Grand Theft Auto 5, again. Just again. That game came out on the PlayStation 3, Kelsey.
God, they've
Do you realize that?
to make another one. Like, that's so long ago.
Anyway. I was so mad. I was screaming about it, and then they go, for free, and I go, well, okay.
Well, that's fine.
Fine. I'll take it for free. So, The new Horizon game looked very, very nice. That is the robot dinosaur game.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
With the bow and arrow girl.
Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yes.
Yeah.
So now it's Horizon Forbidden West.
Okay.
It looks pretty cool. I mean, the trailer looks nice, but it didn't really have gameplay, I don't think. Because, CG trailers always look better than the real games anyway.
Faux show, yeah.
So I don't know what it is, but it looked nice. It looked good.
Okay.
I still got to beat the first one.
Yeah, I've not played it.
Okay, this one. Oh my god, Kelsey. Do you remember Oddworld?
I remember the name. It's ringing a bell.
Okay. I rented it for the PlayStation 1
Wow.
at Blockbuster. Dude, Blockbuster's hitting it big in this show.
They are. Free advertisement for you, Blockbuster. Do they even have any stores left?
There is one left in, Oregon or something.
Okay,
I would
this is
love
for
to
you,
go there.
Oregon Blockbuster.
So Oddworld was like a PlayStation 1 game, and I remember renting it. Did not understand how to play it, but I knew that if you press circle, you could make the guy fart.
Okay.
And I loved that. Thought it was hilarious, right? But it was really hard, so I never beat it.
Okay.
Right? They've been making them on and off, since the PlayStation 1. And it's always been, a kid's game to me.
Yeah.
Okay? This one looked so adult. I was like, wow, I don't think I'd let a kid play this game. And I always thought of these games as for kids.
I'm looking at
Right?
just at the thumbnail for this video for the reveal trailer, and it looks very, I don't know, grown up, I guess.
So I was screaming, and Taylor was like, why are you freaking out right now? Because the main guy, basically his whole species is a slave for this company.
Oh,
So think
okay.
By and Large, but they put... So these guys are the Oompa Loompas for By and Large, right?
Okay.
By and Large owns the whole world, but they have enslaved this whole race of people. And the first game was you breaking your people out of bondage, right?
All right.
So, I mean, it's already kind of a big message, right?
Yeah.
But all of their mouths are sewn shut.
Oh, fuck.
If you can find a picture of this main guy, he has stitching on his mouth that keeps it closed, right?
Okay.
At the fucking end of this trailer, he was opening his mouth and cutting those stitches.
Oh.
And I was like, he's getting rid of his stitches! And I was freaking the fuck out. And Taylor's like, why do you care? And I was like, I don't know, he's always had them. I was like, that's big character development, and I don't know why it's this cool.
It's just happening right in the trailer.
I was just so stoked because he's always had these. And to me, that's a big... they're literally changing this franchise to me.
All right.
They're even changing the one characteristic the main character always had.
Yeah, I'm looking at a picture of him. The stitches are real creepy. Very prominent.
So, I'm about that. I might want to play the old ones first to really get into it, but there's a new Resident Evil game, which looks cool. Looks cool. Demon Souls, that's cool. It's cool because the company that's making it is Blue Point Games.
I do not know them.
They take old PlayStation games and revamp them from the ground up to be breathtakingly beautiful.
Ooh.
They did the Shadow of Colossus remake that was on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, that game strictly because I've never played it. The game strictly on the visuals alone made me buy that game.
Yep.
So these people know how to take something so old but make it today and look just drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah.
So they're taking a really old, the first game from the Dark Souls series of things.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask if it's related to Dark Souls.
So Demon Souls came first, and Dark Souls was kind of the part 2, but then it became its own franchise.
Okay.
I owned Demon Souls, and I never played it on the PlayStation 3 because your weapons could break, and I hate that shit.
Yeah, I don't like weapon breaking mechanics.
So I was I have to worry about my weapons. Not gonna play it, and I never did.
Fuck that.
Yeah, but it looks fantastic. Looks great. Grand Theft Auto. This project, I say Athea. I think that sounds pretty.
Project Athea? Athea.
Athea. I think Athea sounds nice.
Athea.
You'll need to watch that gameplay. I thought it looked really cool. We liked it. Solar Ash looked super cool. It's
Ooh,
very
like
stylistic.
graphics, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it looks really nice. These people made Hyper Light Drifter a couple years ago.
Uh-huh.
I always heard great things about it. So I know that it's by a good studio, but I've never played Hyper Light Drifter, so I can't really say anything about this. But I was digging the look of it.
Yeah, I bet that's going to have a good soundtrack. I can see the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah. This was one that was big for me. The Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank! Oh my god. He looks so
Kelsey?
good.
Hey, Kelsey.
Hey, Robert.
I've never played a Ratchet and Clank game.
Oh my god.
I have like picked at them, but I've never like played a full game before.
Yeah, I've played like a couple of them here and there, but I've never like, tip to tail played one.
I like them, and I've always wanted to play them all, but like,
yeah,
they were just so old, and then they were on like a pass system, and I was like, well, how do I get them? And I just didn't want to mess with it, right?
Yeah.
But this game it made me feel the way I felt watching the Killzone trailer for the PlayStation 4. When I watched it, I was like, this is the next way that games will look. Like, I truly felt that there was a change.
Yeah.
Right? When this was playing, I was like, things have changed. There's a true change that's happening here.
Yes.
I was digging this one. I want to play it really, really bad.
It's got the robots.
And then I texted you for this one when it happened.
Oh, suck boy! I'm so ready.
Okay, so it's not Little Big Planet.
Okay.
It's kind of like Mario 3D World.
Oh, okay.
Where he's in the cat suit.
Yes.
Did you play that one?
Briefly. I didn't finish it.
I think it's just basically like that. Like, you can have, like, 4 sack boys kind of, like, on the screen at the same time, and you're just going through platforming stuff.
Oh my god, I love Little Big Planet. This is one of, like, the
you do.
first games that Richard and I played together, and we would stay up until, like, 5 in the morning when we were in college just playing this game over and over and over.
So I don't think it's going to be like user-created worlds you can go download and play and stuff.
Those are the best ones.
I think it's just... Maybe they'll put it in, but I think its focus as of now is like, here's a platforming game, but with Sackboy, you know?
I'm literally holding a little Sackboy right now. He's my treasure. I love him so much.
So, as soon as I saw it, I knew you'd be excited, and then I was like, oh, but it's not Little Big Planet. It's kind of a different game. I didn't know if it would keep you, you know?
I'm still all about it.
Okay, good. New NBA game, people sweat more. That's cool.
Oh boy, all that hydration.
Okay, so this Destruction All-Stars, me and Taylor thought it was a new Rocket League.
Oh.
Like, we literally thought that it was Rocket League 2.
I don't need that in my life.
But then, the people jumped out of the cars, so you can... So basically, it's a demolition derby.
Okay.
But you can jump out of the car and, like, Grand Theft Auto, like, steal someone's car and then continue fighting and
stuff.
What
the fuck? So it's like a combination... What was that game with the clowns and they had the cars?
Twisted Metal.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that combined with...
Rocket League.
Yeah.
A bit, yeah. Like, I really thought that's what it was, and I was like, I can't tell Kelsey, because Richard will know. But then, like, there were people outside the car, and, like, people were trying to run them over, but they would just jump on top, and then, like, beat through the top and get the guy out, and then they would take the car, so it's like, all right, this is a totally different game.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that one looked cool. We liked it. This Deathloop? Kelsey. Fucking 70s vibes all day long.
All right.
So the whole thing is, you are this guy on the bottom of that thumbnail, right?
Uh-huh.
And you are trying to escape this city. You're like a spy, right?
Okay.
Everybody in the city is trying to kill you.
Oh.
And you die, and then you restart.
Okay.
You're stuck in this death loop. The only way out is to make it through everybody and not die. And it looks like it's almost like a one-hit kill thing.
What? It's like happy birthday to you.
Kind of. And
happy
then
death day.
I think this is the twist. There's another assassin in the game that's also trying to kill you.
Okay. Are they gonna fall in love?
No, I think the other assassin will be a human-controlled person.
Oh, that would be cool as shit. Are you kidding?
I think they didn't say that, but the way they were like, oh, and it even says here, another person who might be controlled by another person. Just the way he says it,
Oh.
I was like, I think it's basically two people drop into the game. The girl is solely trying to kill that guy, while that guy is solely trying to kill everybody in his way and get out of the death loop.
Oh my god, I feel like that game could play to your strengths or your weaknesses, depending on how good you are at sniping.
Oh, yeah. So, that game had me very intrigued.
Yeah, I'm interested.
Now, this one, I need you to watch this
Oh my god.
trailer later.
Okay.
It is called Stray.
Yes.
And you are a legit cat in a world of robots.
I saw this announced, and I was like, I don't have the emotional bandwidth to deal with this right now, but I'm so fucking ready and into it. It looks...
That cat looks amazing in that last shot, trust me.
I am so excited. And it's like, it's a puzzler, right?
I think so.
I think you're just like trying to solve puzzles and shit. I don't know.
I mean, they didn't really, because it wasn't a gameplay one. It was just like a trailer one, and it's just showing all these robots, and you're just a cat walking around. Because
I would play just that.
Yeah, I
Just
think the
walk
robots.
around.
I think the robots took over, and like killed all the humans.
Okay.
But now they're what's on the planet. But now they're just basically like us, you know.
You have
and
got
like
to watch
homeless robots.
that
What?
TV show called
Upload.
No, I forget what it's called. It's like Sex, Love, and Robots or something.
Oh yeah, I know.
There
I
is an
know.
episode that's like this scenario, and it's so you because it's so robots.
I need to. I fucking love robots,
You
man.
gotta watch it.
So Goodbye Volcano High looks like just like a kind of like, was it Night in the Woods?
I don't know that
Did you
one.
ever? It looks like it's gonna be more like a reading game,
Okay.
you know, kind of like Doki Doki.
Visual novel?
Yeah. But it's got like anime dinosaurs and
Hell
stuff.
yeah.
Like it's kind of like a whole thing. Then there was Returnal. That game looked dope. Okay, so here's the thing. When they showed the studio name, I was like, yes, I love these guys. They have always released games at the beginning of a PlayStation cycle, right?
Okay.
And they basically make like Galaga games.
Who is it?
It's called House Marquee.
Okay. Yeah.
So they did Resogun. They did this one where like you're on this like 3D round planet and you're constantly having like change weapons between like this one's good against destroying the rocks that are here and then this one destroys gold and you're just like they make like those bullet hell games where there's just like things that can kill you everywhere and you just have to shoot your way out.
Okay.
This is like a story driven like Edge of Tomorrow kind of game.
Ooh.
You are this scientist lady that like when you die you again restart and you're constantly trying to get off this planet but you're learning more each time, Edge of Tomorrow style, like okay, this guy's always going to pop up here, this guy's always going to do this when this happens,
Okay, so that's kind of
and then
arcadey
you have to
almost.
make your way through. Yeah, so that one looked cool. Bug Snacks was weird. I don't even want to get into that with you, man.
Okay.
It was weird. It's an island of food, but the foods have personalities, and when you eat the food, you, like, kind of turn into the food.
What?
It's like this walrus-looking dude eats that strawberry, and then his arm becomes a strawberry.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't with that one. New Hitman, in case you're interested in that. I've
Nope.
never really played one, so...
Yeah, not interested.
Ghostwire Tokyo was a trailer at last E3, and I was very stoked for it. It was kind of like the Rapture happens.
What?
Like, everybody just disappeared. And, like, their clothes get left behind and stuff. And one of the saddest parts of the trailer is, like, this guy's walking his dog, and then, like, it cuts to other people disappearing, and then it cuts back to the dog, and his leash is just laying on the ground, and he's sitting there by this pile of clothes, like, oh, my person's gone.
Oh, no.
And, like, gets, like, left behind, right?
Well, that's horrible.
I know, so I thought it was going to be, like, a really sad, kind of spooky game.
Yeah.
But then you watch the trailer, and it looks just like a really fast-paced, like, first-person shooter with magic kind of thing.
Okay.
So it didn't look as scary as that original trailer made it seem. But it still looks cool. I'll probably play it. I really just want to hit you with like one more.
All right.
And this one was big. Go down to... It's called Kena Bridge of the Spirits.
Okay.
So it opens with these two guys. And these guys were like, hey, we are... I think it's called Ember Lab is the name of their studio.
All right.
They're like, we are Ember Lab. We used to be like a short video company. But we decided to get into the game side of it. So basically they're like filmmakers making a game. And it looks fucking dope.
Oh, right.
It has this super movie feel, and the girl has like a magic staff that she can just like grab in the air and make like light arrows, Zelda style and shit.
What? Okay.
Like she's just holding a stick, but she can like grab in the air and it makes like this light like string, and it makes an arrow that she can shoot at people.
Nice.
So she's got like this magic going on, and it has these little like Ghibli soot sprite kind of guys in it. It looks super cute.
Cute.
But I was really into it by the like cinematicness of it. It just looked amazing. And the whole thing with the controller, the new DualSense,
Yes.
is that like when you pull the trigger, like in this one, if you were pulling a bowstring, the further down you pull it, like the tighter the string gets, the more resistance that trigger will get. Just like if you were pulling a bowstring, it's easy at first, but then it gets harder the further you pull it back, right?
Yeah.
That trigger is supposed to kind of mimic the same sensation.
That is awesome. That's a crazy feature.
So that's one of the ones I'm actually the most excited about.
And it looks pretty too, so glowy and fantasy-like. So many things coming out. Holy fuck.
Like, they literally were just... There was no talking. They just started spitting out these trailers and games and stuff.
Boom, 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 one after another.
They just started doing it. And it was what we wanted. That's what we needed. PlayStation 5 event, I think, went over swimmingly, except that they told you nothing about the system. Because I know that everyone's all up in the Xbox One, because they have announced that if you buy one for the Xbox One now, it will carry over to the new system. So, like, if you were to buy one of the newer games that's coming out for the Xbox One, when you buy the new Series X, you basically get a free upgrade to the new version of the game for free.
Oh, cool.
So everybody's wondering what's PlayStation going to do with that, but they've literally said nothing about how this new system works.
Well,
so, I don't know.
To be continued.
Exactly. So, that's... there was a lot going on. I mean, that one presentation from PlayStation was an hour and a half.
Good God.
So, I think we condensed it pretty good.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to see what comes next.
I'm so ready. Do they have a release date for the PlayStation 5 yet, or it's just like coming soon?
Nope. They didn't even say coming soon.
Oh,
Nobody is talking price or release date still.
I'm sure that there are impacts due to, the world.
Both companies have officially stated we have full production. We are not missing the deadlines that we are coming out in any way.
Okay.
There will be no shortage of stock, nothing. But I think they're both kind of like Mexican standoffing and seeing who's going to say a price first, and then boom, the other person's going to spit theirs out, and then everything's out there.
Okay, for $1 less.
So I think everybody thinks that PlayStation will be $500. So they think that if PlayStation just comes out and says $499, Xbox will do $399.
Really? You think that much of a difference?
Yeah, they're thinking they will try to undershoot by $100.
Okay.
But then if Xbox comes out at $500, PlayStation can still come out at $500 and probably be okay,
Yeah.
Apparently, it was a big deal that they announced their digital-only console.
Yeah.
Because Xbox has apparently been keeping theirs in their sleeve, like that was going to be their ace in the hole.
Oh, man, that sucks.
And then PlayStation said, boom, we got one first. And they were like, fuck!
Eat shit, Xbox.
Damn it, we missed our chance. So PlayStation kind of beat them to that punch.
Yeah, okay, well.
So, it's like a really big game right now. And I'm gonna wind up buying both at some point, so just tell me what I need to pay you. That's all I want.
Just tell me the price, and I will give it.
What must I pay you?
We ready to trace these rays on off?
Definitely.
All right. Hey, folks. Could you tell your friends about us? Help us grow a little bit. Don't forget to subscribe to us on your favorite platform so you never, ever miss a darn episode, because we're here weekly, every Monday, each and every one. If you got a second to rate and review us on the Apple Podcast, that would really, really help us out. Helps us reach more beautiful listeners just like you.
And while you're doing that, don't forget that you can always find us and friend us on all the other social medias. We are YMBTOAP on Twitter, Instagram. We have a Facebook page. We have our YouTube and our Twitch. And don't forget, we also have YMBTOAP@gmail.com, where you can send us any questions you want, any topics that you'd like us to hear. We really miss getting some good listener mail.
That inbox is wide open. It is so open. As open as it's ever been.
I mean, we all should be at home. Like, you guys should be having some free time on your hands to send us some emails. So,
yeah, what do you got going on? Just send us an email.
Saying.
Just do it. Type one out. We love it.
Tell us what, if you watched the PlayStation event, what your favorite game was that got announced, and if you think it will be $500, and if you want the disc or not. You want to be like Kelsey and, like, not have things in your house. Like, whatever.
Oh, digital, baby.
Mm-mm. And if you guys play The Last of Us first and you want to talk about it, Kelsey's in charge of the mailbox because she already knows shit, so I won't be looking until I know everything for myself.
Yes, please send me all your opinions on The Last of Us, spoilers, etc. Our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube. He's got so much good stuff. Are you not listening to Faraj already? What's wrong with you? Like, go listen to him.
Yeah.
It's incredible. And as always, thank you for listening, and tune in next time to get the answers to that burning question. Yellow gloves. Yellow? That's what you went with? You went with yellow gloves?
Why?
But we had one more important sound we wanted you to hear.
You know what, man? Hold on.
What?
Don't you stop that. Don't you stop it.
I didn't.
Do you know what episode this is?
Is it 69?
Episode 69, baby!
Nice.
Do you know how many kilobytes of storage we have left?
69?
69!
Oh my god, I hope it fits in there. You better give me a nice.
Nice.
Give me a nice.
Nice.